What is promotions? We treated it last week. All right, Mr. Shalamu, you are raising up your hand. Who wants to speak? What is promotions?
Hello.
Yes, sir, we can hear you now.
Okay. I think promotion is getting people to know and want a product by using scarcity and urgency, or by using limited offer or incentive to persuade a buyer to buy a product. You can use maybe by using incentive, or you are using scarcity in order to just persuade the intending buyer to buy product from you, or you are just using one techniques to trigger them to buy that product. Thank you, sir.
All right. What about Mohammed? Mohammed.
Um, Promotion is just a method that we can use to communicate with our targeted audience to persuade them or to educate them about a product, a service, or a brand. Just like ways we can use to convince our targeted audience to persuade them into pushing them like to purchase our products or our services. So that's it.
Please repeat what you said. Someone, please mute your microphones. Please repeat what you said, Mohammed. Mohammed.
I said
Kindly.
promotion.
All right. You're saying something.
Yes. Promotion is actually methods that we can use to communicate with our targeted audience, either to educate them or to persuade them about our products or our services or our brand. So this method can help us persuade the targeted audience into feeling like they need this product or this services urgently. So we can use various methods of advertisement, even the public relation and other stuff, just to persuade people to purchase our products or our services.
All right. So promotion is any activity or communication used to inform, persuade, or remind people about a product, service, brand, or idea. So just basically trying to influence people towards buy something. And I named different types of promotions that you can use, or different promotion tactics. Who can remind us of one? Types of promotion. Okay, Mercy.
Okay, we can use advertisement to promote or for promotion.
I said sales promotion, incentive based promotion, event based promotion. Those are the types of promotion. I don't know if you can remember that. Can you remember? Let me pull it up for you.
Yes, sir.
All right, so Mr. Sholamu, you are.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
I think it remains three. You talk about product launch, promotion, you talk about influencer, and you talk about experimental promotion.
All right, let me pull it up for you. So it's good to actually go through some of these things. So it just sticks. It will be hard for you to just forget it quickly like that. So I said sales promotion, incentive-based promotion, event-based promotion, digital promotion, experimental promotion. So who can explain some of these types of promotion to us?
I explain.
Muhammad, just pick one and explain.
Um, yeah, let me pick the event one.
Okay.
So, in the event form of promotion, we can just use as the name implies, some events, maybe Christmas, we can just create one product for Christmas and then give some small discount like 50% off because of Christmas, or this is my Christmas bundle or something like that. You can use it either Salah. Some people can, as we gave example last time, they can attach their products with maybe ram, since during
Yes.
Salah people they love to slaughter ram, so you can just add, buy this plot of land and get 2 rams or something like that. So it just is basically using events to promote your product.
All right. What about Messi? And after Messi, Godwin.
Incentive based, where people buy, you're running a promotion and then people buy, you give them something. Okay, so maybe they can buy two and get one free kind of sales. So that is an incentive based promotion.
All right. Godwin, say one.
Okay, I want to also talk about the incentive base.
Shall you talk about incentive based?
So it kind of, yeah, that's the one I like. Is a way of promote giving incentive to promote your products, something like 20% off, or and you make mention of cashback too, giving cashback,
All right.
incentive base.
Without wasting much of our time, how many of you can see my screen? If you can see my screen, just raise up your hand. All right. That's why I like to refresh our memory. So I said there's sales promotion where you give discounts. There's also Black Friday, which is under sales promotion. Black Friday deals. Buy one, get one free. Free samples or free trials. That's sales promotion. Very, very easy. And the purpose is to what? Boost sales quickly. Now, this is number two, incentive-based promotion, where loyalty programs are involved, cashback offers, affiliate commission, and what? Giveaway contests or giveaways and contests. So incentive-based focuses on rewarding people, while sales promotion focuses on what? Short-term activities or offers to encourage people's responses. While incentive rewarding people for performing a particular task. Event-based linked to what? Um, Linking promotion to event seasons or trends. Now there's digital promotion, which has to do with promotion done online to trigger immediate engagement, like the pop-up discount, influencer promo code, like what Bet Nigeria normally do. That this is their major tactic, digital promotion. Then there's the experimental promotion. So it lets people interact with the product before they even purchase. Don't worry, you don't have to buy it immediately. Interact with the product, feel the product, use the product, so you can see how it feels to use the product. Then you can purchase. All right. So I hope that has already sunk in. So today, basically, what we are doing is what? SEO. I want to enlighten you on SEO. So SEO is not as sophisticated as people make it seem. So I'm going to break it down for you here. So please, let's go to the group and remind people that the class has started. So SEO simply says engine optimization. So I'm thinking about keywords. I taught you about keywords where you are right. If yes, you can just raise up your hand. I taught you about, you've forgotten Google keywords. Don't worry, I'll teach you again. So I'll teach you about on-page SEO and off-page SEO. Introduction to SEO. SEO simply stands for search engine optimization. It's the process of your website visibility, right? And you search for, let's say, okay. Now can you see that it's only Namecheap that we are seeing here? This is what search engine optimization is all about. So they've been able to take up the entire page, the first page. Let's go to the second page. Then later you start to see other things that actually carry the name Namecheap. But they were able to take up the first page to themselves, owning that name. So it's the process of improving your website's visibility in the search engine results page. So can you see? Now, some of you might be wondering, like, wow, this is amazing. But how were they able to what? Top the charts like this? Now, as you can see, like the saying, no rich man makes it to the top alone. No rich man makes it to the top alone. They always have what? Support. So can you see? Namecheap this, Namecheap that, Namecheap videos, different types of videos. Then these videos, some of these videos, they actually, Namecheap actually did it such that these YouTubers actually put a Namecheap link in their videos. So it might be an affiliate link, which is the most common. I don't know if you've seen it before, affiliate link. So it optimizes the website. It's just like for example, in your class, there's one popular person, or there are two people. Let me just put it like this: there are two people bearing the name Shade. There's one Shade Folorunsho, There's another one, Shade Badmus. Now, Shade Badmus is always getting into trouble or always doing something. She's always winning awards, getting into trouble. They're always calling her name, Shade Badmus, Shade Badmus, Shade Badmus. Now, by default, it will have registered into your subconscious that even when they tell you, hey, go and call Shade, even if Shade Folorunsho is your friend, it's the Shade Badmus that you go and call. Because why? You just think that most likely it is what? Shade Badmus that they want to call. So that's exactly what Google does. So if everybody is calling this namecheap.com, 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 when you search for Namecheap, it's like you're calling. Google will just go and bring out this particular Namecheap. Why? Is because what? People have been calling it repeatedly. If you understand, raise up your hand. Very, very simple analogy. If you understand, let me just see your hand up. Very, very simple analogy. So I'll give the analogy again. There is one friend, Emeka. His name is Emeka Udo. Then there's another one that his name is Emeka Emmanuel. Now, Emeka Emmanuel is always winning things. Sports is there. Girls is there. Teachers is there. Maths is there. While while Emeka Udo is just very passive. Nobody mentions his name. So if a girl will say, help me to call Emeka, which Emeka will you call by default? Is it Udo that nobody knows, or the one that everybody is calling, Emmanuel? So that's exactly how it is. Whether good or bad, or as long as they are mentioning you. Can you see it? This is off-page SEO. Even if I go to the second page, you see that they are still talking about Namecheap. They are still talking about the same Namecheap, same Namecheap, same Namecheap, same Namecheap. Can you see different sites? Namecheap, Namecheap, Namecheap. Let's go to the third page. Can you see? Different sites. They are just calling him Namecheap, 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 Namecheap. So when you go to Google to search for Namecheap, Google will just say, is that popular guy that everybody is calling, whether for good or for bad, it is this one. So that's exactly how SEO works. Now, why is SEO important? Organic traffic is what? More valuable. Visitors who find your website organically are more likely to be interested in your product or service, and they are more likely to what? Convert customers. And SEO is what? Cost effective. SEO builds brand awareness. So you see that even Namecheap, they are not falling behind too. They have what? Namecheap YouTube. They have Namecheap Wikipedia. They even have Facebook too. And also they have a blog. So if I come here and I search for a Namecheap blog, can you see? They have a blog. And this blog is also referring to many, many things. Namecheap this, Namecheap that. What's the best place to host your website? Namecheap. What's the best place to do this? Namecheap. How to resolve this thing on Namecheap, Namecheap, Namecheap. So it keeps calling the same name. It keeps hammering on the same name. Then it keeps what? Building the value. It keeps building the credibility. So here are some of the key elements of a successful SEO strategy. Number one is keyword research. Number two, technical SEO. Number three, content creation. Number four, analytics and reporting. Welcome, latecomers. So let me also break this down. Like I said about Emeka. So now everybody already knows that Emeka is the one, Emeka Emmanuel, rather than Emeka Udo. So if they say, for example, one Emeka guy won maybe math competition, automatically what you will think is what? Emeka Emmanuel. Even if they say the winner is Emeka, you already know that it is what? Emeka Emmanuel. So now that he has won several things, when they say, go and call best in girls matter, boom, you already know that it is Emeka Emmanuel. They don't even have to say his name again. If they say, go and call best in mathematics, you already know that it is what? Emeka Emmanuel. So that's exactly what we are talking about here. So if I now say cheap domain, now all these ones are sponsored. So can you see Namecheap came out? Can you see that? That's exactly what I was saying. Did I search for Namecheap? Did I call Emeka Emmanuel? But no, everybody knows that he is the best when it comes to what? Physics. He's the best when it comes to biology or humanology. They already know him. So that is what SEO is all about. Optimizing what? Search results. So that when they search for anything in your niche, if you're in that niche of affiliate marketing, you're in that niche of maybe traveling, when they search for anything in your niche, you'll be part of the top 5 that will come out, even without running ads. So can you see all these ones are ads. You remove all of these ads and what will you have? Namecheap, because I search for what? Cheap domain. So they are known for what? Cheap domain. And I also explained something, I don't know how many of you can remember, that I said Namecheap, they're actually making losses from domain because they have to maintain that standard of what? Cheap domain. They are making losses. So they make up the profit from the hosting. And that one is a sidebar. So keyword research, that means identifying the right keywords to target is actually very what? Essential. Identifying the right keywords to target is very, very, very essential. Let's do something. Let's do keyword research. I thought you people this thing, you are surprising me that I cannot remember. So it's actually easier from here. I don't know why you didn't take me to keyword. Just search for keyword planner. Then click research keywords for campaign with keyword planner. I've already signed in. Which one is this one? Click sign in. So I just want to make it easy for you to be able to access keyword planner. All right, still taking me to the same thing. But anyways, keyword planner is just in tools. Just click tools. Under planning, click keyword planner. In tools, keyword planner. Now let's click what? Discover new keywords. So I said what? You will type the keyword that you want to research on, rather. Let's say cheap domains. Get results. Cheap domains. So can you see? Let me explain this thing again that I've explained before. So can you see the keyword? Now can you see the average monthly searches? Average monthly searches. Now can you see the 3 months change and the year-on-year change? 0, 0, 0. That means what? The average amount of what searches is what? Standard 100 to 1k. Even last year the same thing, even this year the same thing, last 3 months the same thing, this month the same thing. Can you see? Now the competition is what? High. Can you see it? The competition is high. So this top page bid and top page bid, the low range and the high range, I explained this when we were doing Google ads, but it has nothing to do with SEO. So I can scroll down and see, okay, people also search for cheap domain names, cheap web hosting, cheapest domain registration. And I'll also be checking, can you see this one is 100 to 1k, 100 to 1k, 100 to 1k, cheap com domain, cheap domain hosting, cheap domain and hosting. Now I'll find ways to what? Optimize these words. I would find ways to what? Optimize these words by using them. Sorry, let me to mute your mic. By using them in what? Blogs. I can use them in what? Blog posts. I can also what? Pay people to write about these things and put the link to my website on their site. So like I showed you about Namecheap. So you see that, let me see how to get domain name on. Let me see. Where did I search for cheap domain? All right. Can you see how to buy cheap domain name on Namecheap? Can you see this? This is exactly what I was talking about. So this actually adds to what? Their credibility. It adds to their credibility. Now that Google has already seen that, okay, this is referring to Namecheap, then another one too, maybe like 3 others. Can you see this one to find domain name using what? Namecheap. This one too is referring to Namecheap. What will they do? They will optimize Namecheap. That's why after all the ads, what do you see as number 1? Namecheap. Namecheap. So Namecheap is what? Also optimizing the old cheap domain name thing. So they will come to do a keyword research around cheap domains and try as much as possible to target this particular word keywords with blogs, with YouTube videos, with even in-house blog posts, and even external ones that are connected to their sites, maybe on Medium, on other sites. So that when people search for what? Cheap domains, like I said, that they're always referring to Emeka as this guy, that one guy, this one that is always doing many things. So when you search for, okay, and they ask for, let's say they ask for bad guy, Like, who is that bad guy in this class? Everybody will just point at Emeka, even though he did not do anything. And the Emeka that everybody will point at is the Emeka Emmanuel. So that's the same thing as name chip. So when you just say, who is that person, that when we talk about cheap domains, you just point at him. Everybody will point at Namecheap, or Google rather will point at Namecheap. And why is because everybody is talking about Namecheap in that fashion. And if everybody was talking about name expensive, that the name is what? Expensive. When you search for expensive domain, everybody will point at them. So optimizing or your search results is basically trying to get as many people to talk about you in a certain fashion, using a certain set of words. So if I search for, let me search for, what can we search for? Let's say live streaming. Okay, there's livestream.com, there's StreamYard, can you see, there's YouTube, there's Twitch. So I didn't search for any of these platforms. Oh, mind you, did I search for Twitch? No. Did I search for YouTube? No. What did I search for? Live streaming. But because these folks, people have been pointing at them and saying, okay, these ones, they are good for live streaming. This one is good for live streaming. They've also been pointing at themselves. Because you are what you say you are, and it's manifest too with SEO. You are what you say you are. So they are also pointing at themselves and saying, okay, see this Twitch now. Twitch is an interactive live streaming service. So as people are pointing at them, they are pointing at themselves. Then what happens? I just search for live streaming, and what happens? They pop up. So let's liken that to, let's say, a chef. So imagine a chef refers to herself as best chef in Nigeria, best chef in Nigeria, best chef in Nigeria, back to back, pays different blog sites to, let's say her name is Chef Basi. I think that's the name of Hilda. And she pays different sites, different bloggers, different this, just to refer to her as best chef in Nigeria. When you search for best chef in Nigeria, it will be a name that will pop up, because you are what people say you are, you are what you say you are. So I don't know if it is her that will pop up, because I don't know if she's optimizing, or we can only try. Okay. Can you see, even Gemini is saying it is her. All right. Amazing. All right. Gemini said if the Basi is a strong contender for the title. That's actually very great. So if she wants to do it, she can just pay a couple of bloggers. And on her site too, she should be referring to herself as the best chef in Nigeria. By the time you search for best chef in Nigeria, it will be her name that will just pop up, and her Instagram login details and everything. Her on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, which one again? X and more. So that is the power of SEO, and that's exactly how it works. Also, what creating high quality content that is informative, engaging, and optimized for your target keywords is essential. Like I said, posting blog posts or making and posting blog posts using a certain set of what keywords. Best chef in Nigeria. So I asked the best chef in Nigeria. So this one best chef in Nigeria. This lady, best chef in Nigeria. You would have asked your best chef in Nigeria. This person, maybe Chef Dami. It's possible. Then when they search for it, you'll be the one that will pop up. I usually emphasize, look, if you get any gig in a big company, emphasize on credibility. Emphasize on credibility. My credibility might not be the strongest, but if you search for King Ezekiel, Lagos, there is no how I will not pop up. I'm not even bragging. And I've not paid sites. Look at, can you see? King Ezekiel, King Ezekiel, King Ezekiel, King Ezekiel, King Ezekiel, King Ezekiel. So if I want to do it now, best coach in Nigeria, I can just start to pay a lot of blogs to post me as best coach in Nigeria. And by the time you search for best coach in Nigeria, because people have already referred to me as such, a lot of people have referred to me as such, what would happen? Boom, I'll pop up as number one. So now, technical SEO, making sure your website is technically sound, easy for search engines to crawl and index is actually important. I hope that was very, very clear. There are some sites that are very, very, very slow, most especially the ones that they normally embed videos on. If you want to embed videos, it is best to use either I think Vimo, what's the name? I think it's Vimo, right? Vimo, yes, or YouTube. Okay, Vimeo, or YouTube links. Don't put the videos there directly. It will make your site load very, very, very slowly, and it will make it hard to be able to what, crawl through. So the search engine has to be able to crawl through your site to check, okay, what's going on here? Okay, this person has already called himself best chef or best this, or this person has called himself the this of the let's say the king of Lagos real estate in 7 different posts, and in other people's posts they've called him that too. So when you search for the who is the king of real estate Lagos, you pop up. But if your site is slow to load, it will make it more difficult for the search engine to be able to crawl through. And besides, like I said, they value their users too. They value the experience of their users too. So if your site is slow to load, guess what? You won't want to show your site to more people. Why? Why is because now the person will click your site and it will start loading slowly to create a very bad experience for their users. And they value their users, oh, they value their users. Now, analytics and reporting, tracking your website SEO performance. So you can know where to tweak and where to make adjustments. Now, keywords. I also want to tell me about keywords. What are keywords in your own words? Just raise up your hand if you want to speak, because I've been talking for a while. Keywords. What are keywords? All right, Adesola, rather.
Okay. Keywords are words that are significant, like words that people easily use when it comes to that feed. For example, when it comes to fashion now, like male fashion, they'll talk about kaftan, they'll talk about trousers, they'll talk about fabric, they talk about bespoke, ready to wear. So those kind of words, they are words that you should put in your website. That's by my own understanding.
All right. At least you understand it. That's incredible. So who else wants to give it a try? Who else wants to give it a try? All right, Gloria. Keywords.
Good evening, sir.
Good
To
evening,
my own
ma'am.
understand, yeah, keyword is what draws free organic to whatever you're doing. Maybe be it maybe in YouTube or any other place. The type of things, the type of words you use draws organic traffic to you. don't know if I'm right.
All right, you tried. What about Messi?
Okay, I would say that keywords are those words of interest that people search for when searching for a particular thing in a niche,
All
such
right.
that when it is being used, it will drag traffic to your site because you've already used those keywords.
All right. Mr. Idowu Nobu. You all are doing very well.
Good evening, all.
Good evening.
Keywords are words that are commonly used, maybe in a particular site or on Google, whereby you are searching for a particular things that is relevant to that particular word. They are commonly used word that, after a time, when that word keep on coming up, it become a word that people now start. How will I put it now? It become more people that are using it become competitive. Let me use that word, competitive. These are words that are commonly used by people searching for one item or the other. That's where I understand it.
Good, 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 good. All right. So let me quickly explain it briefly. So these are words or phrases people type into the search engine to find what they are looking for. Basic. I like to simplify things. Those words that people type into the search engine when they are looking for something, those are keywords. So you can now try to put those words in your site so that when they are looking for something, they will just what? Find it easily. So keywords are just basically those words that people type in the search engine to what? Find what they are looking for. Now, keywords set the entire foundation for what? Search engine optimization. So can you see how it works? You type something and it gives you what? Results. And the results are in what? Rank. Fact, you have to rank for keywords that are getting searched. That's the whole point of search engine optimization. So what I was explaining here was basically how you can what? Rank, which I will still explain better. Now, let me just throw the question out there. Now that you know what keywords is, in fact, as a matter of fact, I want you to tell me what keywords is. Since I've said it now, what is keywords or what are keywords? I've just said it. Keywords. All right, Mr. Idowu Nobu.
So keywords are the words that are commonly searched in search engine, and they bring out the result of what you are looking for. And after this result is being searched for, and they are optimized, then it become competitive. Is it competition now?
Okay, sir.
Thanks, sir.
Mercy.
Okay, you said that keywords are those words or phrases that people type in the search engine, and then it brings up whatever thing they are looking for. So they are just those common words or
Very, very,
phrases that people type
very,
while
very simple.
searching for something.
Good. Ozo Wamu.
Okay, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, keywords are words that people use, are people are words that people use when they are searching for things in particular niches. So what we do as advertisers or bloggers is to optimize our blogs or adverts for those keywords, such that when people type in those keywords, it's our adverts or blogs that show up in the Google algorithm. So I think that's what keyword is all about. It's mostly about.
All right. Oluwaseyi. Oluwaseyi, my name say.
Yes, sir. Keywords are particular words or specific words people use in search engine to look for what they want or to get what they're looking for.
Exactly. Very short, precise. So now, what do we mean by keyword research? Since you already know what keywords are. Keyword research.
Give me now.
Keyword research. All right, Gloria. Let's you can give it a try. Keyword research.
To me, keyword research is an art of looking for those words that people are actually looking for that will lead to what your website or what your content is all about.
Great. So Mercy, another person.
Okay, she has already said it. Or is the act of looking for those words that people usually ask for or type in the search engine, such that if you use those words and then people type, your blog will always come up and then it will become optimized because you use those words.
All right, that's good. What about Godwin? Don't put down your hand. You can just put it in your own words. Godwin. Yes, you can unmute your mic. Just put it in your own words.
Okay, the same thing they've already said is looking for words people say. Like you want to know words that have high search engines, something like high searches, something that people search very well.
Yes, I searches. All right, that's okay. Everyone tried. The main point is to understand it and be able to put it in your own words. Okay, Mr. Patrick, you want to try it out?
Okay. Keyword. Good evening, sir. Mhm.
Good
Yeah.
evening.
Keyword research is a process by which one searches for keywords that people use to search for information or products or services in search engines. It's a process of searching for those keywords or phrases that people use often to search for information, services, or products online.
All right. All right. The point is that we know what it is all about, and that's amazing. So let me put it down in words that are very, very simple. Okay, Mr. Ajayi wants to try. Yes, you can try, Mr. Ajayi.
Okay, I don't know the try. Sorry. To my own best understanding, I felt keyword research is a process of finding or analyzing or getting information or data about a particular brand in search engine. Uh,
All right. My namesake, Oluwaseyi, you were raising up your hand.
Hello?
All right. Yes, yes, I can hear you.
Um, Keyword research. There are those words people use to search for what they want. Those keywords, those particular words people use to get what they want when they enter it in search engine. Yes.
Okay, Destiny James.
Good evening, everyone. What I understand about keyword research is it's a practice search engine optimization professional use in finding what they want in the search engine.
Okay, okay, okay. Let me now break it down for you. Now, remember that keywords, they are those words or phrase people type into the search engine to find what they are looking for. Can you see? Let me zoom in for you. That's keyword though. So if I search for good jeans in Lagos, they will look for good jeans for me and show me. If I search for good quality sport wears in Lagos, they will search for it and what? Give it to me. They will show me my options. Now, that is for the user side. Now, for the owner side, the one that is selling the jeans, my duty is to what? Do keyword research. Can you see it? So that when people search for good jeans in Lagos, they will find me. So I will not be sleeping when people are sharing money. So I will not be sleeping. So that when they are sharing money and they want to buy products, my name will actually what? Pop up and they will be able to buy from me. So keyword research is the process of finding the right keywords that people are what? Inputting in the search engine. Or keyword research is simply the process. Now underline that word, process of finding the right keywords that people are searching for. You can just use that. It's as simple as ABC. Keyword research is the process of finding the right keywords that people are what? Searching for. So you can expatiate on it based on your knowledge. Okay, the right keywords that suit my business. The process of finding the right keywords that suit my business, my product, my services that people are what? Searching for. So underline that word, process of finding the right keywords that people are searching for. Very, very easy, right? So if I come here and I search for good men's clothing, enter. Now, can you see ASO? Can you see Urban Outfitters? Can you see all of these guys? They are what? Good. Can you see? Good. Can you see this one? Is a at Reese, or what's this? You will find the best men's clothing. So they are optimizing for what? Good men's clothing. That's the main reason why I was able to find them. So keyword research is the process of finding the right keywords that people are searching for. Simple and easy. Simple and what? Easy. Now, how do you choose the right keywords that are worth targeting? Number one, check if your keyword has search demand. So how can we check? We do our keyword research. So what did we search for? Good men's clothing, right? We'll come here and remove cheap domains. Then we'll put what? Good men's clothing. And click get results. Don't worry, I'll share you a video on how to do this one. It's actually included in the course. I'm surprised that some of you didn't know. It's included in Google Ads. So this is keyword planner. Now, can you see good men's clothing? 1 to 100 in the whole of Nigeria. Average monthly searches 1 to 100. Whoa. So we can scroll down and try to look for, can you see trendy men's clothing is what? 100 to 1,000. So let's search for trendy men's clothing. Let's see who will win the search. Now, I said a lot of things at the beginning. I know why I said those things. Because why? I will come back to ask you some of those things. All right. So can you see on trend men's clothing? Can you see why they showed this guy here? Why? Is because he was ready to serve. Can you see? Ready to serve. So they've already done what? Keyword research and added this keyword to their site. Are we communicating? Simple and easy. So you do a what? Keyword research to see the ones that are best. Now, can you see this one? 0 to 10 best cargo shorts, and it is what? It is not even increasing, 0%. So it has, over the past 1 year, it has not increased. That's what the year-on-year change means. 3 months change to 0. That means it's not increasing, it's not reducing, it's just the same yesterday, today, and forever. But there are some that, like this one now, good men's clothing. Can you see that it is 10 to 100, but what? It has 900% increase. That means in the next couple of months, there's a very high possibility, or maybe next year, this thing can go from 10 to 100 to what? 1 to 1,000. So that's a very good keyword to what? Target. That means it is what? Coming up. It is something that people are starting to search for more. Can you see it? 900%. Can you see it though? 900% 3 months change. You can also what? Check the traffic potential on the what? Topic. Traffic potential. This represents the total search traffic you could get if you were to rank at the top of the Google search. This is it though. Can you see it? Ten to 100, 100 to 100, 10 to 100, 100 to 1,000. Wow, this one has 100 to 1,000 best outfits for men. Which one again? I saw another one. All right. So majority of them are 10 to 100, 10 to 100. So what is the traffic potential? How many people are searching for this thing? Who is that latecomer? Someone is just joining by this time. Don't worry, you can always, if you are just joining, don't worry. It is recording, so you'll be able to watch it later. Now, you can also use Google Search Console to basically check what people have been searching for that is related to your site or that is related to what you're selling. Now, let's talk about number 3. Access the business potential of the traffic. Business potential. This simply means the value of a keyword or the value a keyword adds to your business. Now, suggestions. The fact that a keyword ranks very high doesn't mean it brings value to your what, or it brings high intent customers. Now, let me explain that. For example, you are selling men's outfit. Then you go and check for, let's say, cheap domain. Then you see cheap domain is like 10,000 average monthly searches. Then you go and add cheap domain to your site. Does it make any sense? Absolutely not. Because cheap domain has nothing to do with what? The outfits that you are selling. So some might go and rank for, let me even look for another thing that is related to a men's outfit. Maybe women's outfit. And they are not selling women's outfit. But let's say, let me even check for women's outfit. Good women's outfit. Let's see if women like to search more than men. good women clothing rather. Get result. Okay, it's still the same 10 to 100. So let's look for one that is high because this is example. You women are precise, so you barely search for what you want. You already know. Let's search for I feel like women know what they want precisely. So you just search, maybe bump shots, different types of hair, bump shots, or something like that. All right, I'm seeing one women's clothing. Good. Let's say you now check, you now see women's clothing 1,000 to 10,000. Then you go and use it, knowing fully well that you're not selling women's clothing. It's a waste. You might rank high, but you won't be selling anything because the people that will be searching for this thing will be going to your site to check if you have women's clothing, and they won't be what? Saying any women's clothing. So the fact that the keyword ranks very high doesn't mean you should use it. You should prioritize keywords with potential high intent customers over high ranking keywords. Not just for women's clothing, also for men's clothing. Let's assume you want to do men's clothing, for example. Men's clothing is, let's say, 100 to 1K. But let's assume that you're now selling precisely cargo pants. It is better to what? Add cargo pants than to add just men's clothing. Hoodies. Let's say you're selling men's hoodies. It is good. This is the best example. This is the example I've been looking for. Let's say now there's hoodies, there's men's hoodies. Can you see that hoodies has 1K to 10K? $1K to 10K. Now this one now, hoodies for children, hoodies for men, hoodies for women, hoodies for this one, for that one. That's why hoodies is actually very high, because they're adding hoodies. They're adding other words to hoodies. So let's say precisely you are selling hoodies for men. It is best to optimize for men's hoodies rather than just hoodies, because hoodies will bring both women to others that are looking for different types of hoodies. Some might even want to buy for women. By the time Google ranks your site very high, they will start to see hoodies for only men. Some of them might want to buy for women. So you understand what I'm saying? It is best to be precise than to be broad. Simply ask yourself, people who search for this topic, how likely are they to be buyers? Some might just be researchers, or some might be people trying to get to know more about this thing, and some might be women, or some might be other people that are not even willing buyers. So it is best to be precise than to be broad. Now look at high intent. Land in Ekpe for sale. Just research, what is real estate investment opportunity? So can you see that these two things are totally different? So someone that is searching for what is real estate investment opportunity is just doing it for research. He is your potential buyer. But how high is the possibility of someone searching for land in Ekpe for sale? How high is the possibility of that person buying compared to someone who is searching for what is real estate investment opportunity? You obviously know that there's a very high possibility that someone that is saying land in Ekpe for sale, this one is, he wants to buy. That's why he's saying land in Ekpe for sale. So the possibility for A is buying is more than the possibility for B. So I'm not saying that you should not optimize for B too. I'm saying you should optimize for A and focus more on A than B. But you can also kill two birds with one stone. So it is best to what, be precise than to be broad. So at the beginning, I said something about what, how to boost search engine optimization. How many of you can mention a few points that I made? A few points that I made. How many of you can mention it? Just raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand. No time, no time, no time. No time. Okay, I think Mr. Ajayi is raising up his hand. I mentioned a few points. Good. I always like this. This is where you know people were listening. Okay, Godwin. At the beginning, I mentioned a few points. Okay, Godwin, you raise up your hand.
Okay, one of it is mentions. You need to have mentions. A lot of people talking about you or mentioning that your product or business. You can
Good.
optimize for that keyword.
Good. I gave the example of what? Emeka. Good. Mentions. People mentioning your name. People mentioning your name and relating it to something. Emeka Emmanuel, best behaved boy. Emeka Emmanuel, best athlete, our athlete of the year. Emeka Emmanuel, this. Mentions. And I also gave an example of what? Namecheap. They are ranking very high because of mentions. A lot of people are mentioning Namecheap, 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 Namecheap. So when you search for Namecheap, they rank number 1. And also what? Cheap domains. When you search for cheap domains, they rank number 1 aside all of these ads. They rank what? Number 1. Because they say, okay, this one, cheap domains. How to buy cheap domains, domain name on Namecheap. This one, cheap domain, Namecheap. Mentions. What else? What else? You can mention another thing. Mentions can be on community platforms like Medium, like Quora. It's also called boosting credibility through mentions. Who else? Who else wants to try some other thing? Who else wants to try something else? All right. Now, number 4, see if you can match the searcher's intent. Searcher's intent, this simply means the reason behind the person's or the searcher's query. Check the results of the search query to see what the top results are about. Is this something you can do? Something you have? If no, then the keyword is not for you. It's still buttressing the point here. Now, search for toasters. You will notice that the top results are toasters for sale. If you do not have toasters for sale, then the keyword isn't for you. Let's search for toasters. All right, so can you see toasters, toasters, toasters for sale here, toasters, 22 products, toasters here. All right, toasters, that's amazing. It's actually toasters for sale. So if you do not have toasters for sale, then the keyword is not for you. So number 4 is what? See if you can match the searcher's intent. So what does the person want? Do you have it? If not, look for another thing. All right. So we've been able to talk a lot. Okay, Mercy, you are raising up your hand. I think it's for the question I asked previously. You can quickly answer.
I wanted to say keyword.
Good. Keywords is actually very good. But it's the keywords you are using in the mentions. So there's in-page SEO and off-page SEO. In-page SEO is basically what, when I said Emeka is pointing at himself, he's telling himself, I am the greatest, I am the this, I am the that, I am the best athlete, I am the best athlete. So that's in-page SEO. Off-page SEO is other people what calling Emeka the best athlete, the best this, the best that. So in-page is what's happening on your website. Off-page is what's happening outside your website. So in-page basically, like I said about Emeka, so in-page, maybe your own blog, your own homepage. On your own page, you put it there. We sell the best men's outfit. On your blog, how to get the best men's outfits, and you put a link to a page on your website. That's in-page. That's basically self-acknowledgement. Then off-page, other people what acknowledging you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the ending of today's class. So SEO is actually what? Very, very, very easy. Very, very easy. So if you have any question, you can ask before we call it a wondrous night. All right, Adesola.
Okay, like my question is in regards to the tools we can use to search for the keywords. You mentioned Google Search Console, then you skip to the fourth part. Like, how do we check? How do we get the other ones? I hope you got my question.
Okay. Truth be told, let me. There are other ones, right? Like Answer the Public, Ref, WordStream. There are other ones too. There are even more than this one. But it is Google Keyword Planner that I use. But you can also try these ones out. I will share you the video so you can try the rest out too. They are also good. But Google Keyword Planner is still the most powerful out of all of them. So does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
All right. So who else has any other questions? Who else? All right. So I guess everything was crystal clear. I used the example of a maker. So after today's class, everybody will be thinking of a maker. Why is he very famous? So I want you to please watch the videos. I shared a lot of videos. I shared a lot of videos on Facebook ads. Even Facebook ads targeting gave out a lot of secrets. But it will be a waste even for me if you're not watching the videos. I did not create the videos for the sake of creating them. I created them to be watched and understood. So watch them, and if you have any questions, you can drop them in the group. And if for those who came late, don't worry. This class is actually recorded, so I'll share the recorded version. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed the class. And for those of you who have not shared reviews yet, you can always share review. Just share a testimonial or a review. Thank you very much. This is
Thank you, sir.
This is day 8. You all are lucky. The next boot camp, we are only doing 5 days. So have a lovely night.
Are you too, sir? Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
Good night.
sir. Night.
Thank you, sir.
Much. Good night.
Bless you, sir. God bless you.
Bye.
Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, sir.